Look at this. Look at this.
Nothing
no,
there. There's nothing there.
Fucking let it go.
What?
Look at that.
What?
No, but you look so calm.
I know, I had some of your heroin. I looked at you and I thought, hold on, they're rich, they're successful, they've got great ratings, they're idiots.
Forget Ricky Gervais's Golden Globes brilliance for a moment. This is a man who also walks onto those perfectly pretentious talk show sets and treats them like a local pub. Gear up, folks, to watch Ricky leaving every TV host completely helpless. And what better target to start with than Piers Morgan? This host loves orchestrating debates and coming out victorious. Well, that's until Ricky sat down in front of him and roasted him so expertly, Piers didn't realize he was the butt of the joke.
Iowa has been giving out gun permits to blind people, not just partially blind, but completely blind people who aren't allowed legally to drive cars.
Well, I learned about this through one of your tweets, and I understand you. You thought this was a bad idea.
What do you? I mean, you love America, and I love America.
Yeah.
Let's start
tweeted
from
you.
that position.
I said next they'll be saying blind people shouldn't drive cars, which is the first thing I thought of, because I think people have got to see the difference. They were talking about it as an equality issue. Aren't blind people allowed to defend
themselves?
Their
constitutional right
yeah.
would be damaged if, and they gave an example of, if they were fully sighted and used a gun, just because they lost their sight, why should they lose the constitutional right to continue having a gun?
Yeah, well, it's a difficult one, but the short answer is because they can't see what they're shooting. That's what I'd say.
This is the thing. You see, when I tweeted about it, British people who follow me thought I was making this up. They thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
They know about my gun campaign, but they actually thought this was just a wind-up. And I said, no, it really is happening. People are not just applying for permits who are blind, they're getting permits, and they're completely blind.
So far, Ricky was trying to wrap his mind around the stupidity, but once he leaned in, game over. Morgan was ready to be torn to pieces.
In fact, it covers, I'm a US resident, so I'm technically also covered by the Constitution. That's why I'm allowed to criticise the Second Amendment about guns, because of the First Amendment about free speech.
But tell me you're not allowed to carry a gun.
I would not be allowed to carry a gun here in New York, but I could carry one in, Dallas, or I could carry one anywhere.
Really?
I can go to Walmart in Houston and buy one. They'll be on the wall. I can't buy a Kinder Egg, those little eggs with little toys in, because it may choke me, so they're a health hazard. But where the Kinder Egg would be sold in a British store, they instead have an AR-15 assault rifle.
Dear America, please let Piers buy a Kinder Egg, but don't let him buy a gun.
Piers wasn't the only one trying to corner him. Joy Behar tried to match wits with Ricky, which is like bringing a plastic butter knife to a sniper duel.
Well, when you go on the Golden Globes, a lot of time you are politically incorrect and hilarious, of course.
Thank you.
And so,
Thank you.
So this is,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about offence, isn't it? When people say they're offended, it's that, just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right, It's... offence is about feelings, and feelings are personal. Some people are offended by equality. So what? So you can't second-guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one. With comedy as well, I think you've got to deal with taboos and contentious issues, and sometimes you deal in irony, and some people don't get that. But, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing. So if you're saying anything, you should polarise. You should polarise, because everyone's different.
Trust me, that was just the appetizer. I've got more of The View's mind fry coming later, but we're dishing out, have you ever seen Gordon Ramsay turn into a bumbling mess? If not, you're in for a salivating treat when Ricky stopped by Gordon's show, The F Word. Let's just say he got the chef's usually snarky tongue and cooked him to a crisp.
Mince for the shepherd's pie was from the lambs I had in my back garden.
So, hold on, so they're basically your pets?
They weren't pets. You can't fall into that habit of allowing them to become pets, although they are very friendly to begin with, but then you've got to sort of distance yourself from them.
Yeah, but you say that, well, where's it going to end? You and Jeremy Clarkson in a helicopter shooting your cousins. What? You go, I kept distance from them. I didn't think you know them growing up. And they're so tasty. You're so macho, aren't you?
I know, it's a
You're
handshake.
so tough. I'm glad you got your shirt on. You always have to show a bit of that, don't you?
No.
It's for the menopausal women.
No.
Go, oh, look, he's taking his shirt. You walked to the restaurant the other week carrying a stag. Who do you think you are? Thor?
Hold on. No, but you enjoyed it, didn't you?
I did enjoy it. Obviously, I'd rather know that that animal had a wonderful life and was killed humanely.
Gavin escaped.
Okay, you've given it a name.
I know.
Why would you do that? See, when you buy it in Tesco's, there's not a name. They don't care. This is Bob. We killed Bob.
Gavin didn't die. Charlotte unfortunately got eaten.
What, by a
wolf? Suspected puma, a wild cat, or a humongous fox.
Where do you live with these pumas and humongous foxes?
No, it was at Beckenham Palace in the back garden. What? No, but this is serious.
Still, you know what? I think Ramsay got off easy, because when Ricky and Jonathan Ross are together, sparks fly. And by that I mean the rudest, most British zingers you've ever heard.
A new series of extras starts this week. Congratulations on getting a second series, essentially, but also...
Congratulations on already fucking up. It's next week, you moron.
Even when the conversation is on a serious cinematic note, Ricky can instantly turn up the heat and make Jonathan naked. Yes, I am not kidding about that one.
It's a more traditional sitcom. It looks a bit postmodern with a sort of meta level of, you know, a play within a play. But it's, yeah, we think it's funnier. You're a film reviewer. You should know these words.
That was like a proper answer to a proper question there.
I know. So you'll cut it out.
No. I do look a bit more like Parker these days. I don't know. That's the problem. You're getting confused.
He's checked himself in trim. Look at you. Undo the button. Go on, let it hang out. Look at this. Look at this.
Nothing
no,
there.
There's nothing
right.
there.
Fucking
No.
let it go.
What?
Look at that.
That's a cyst is all that is. I'm having a truck off tomorrow. Thanks for showing people that. And now I'm ill.
Clearly, Ricky loves taking the piss out of Ross.
You did 2 series and a special of The Office, right? People
With
would
me
love
not
to-
smiling at your buffoonery.
Will there
Take
be...
3. Okay, and laughter dies. Okay, and in your own time, action.
I'm beginning to wish I had Nikki back out. She was easier to deal with. Will there be a 3rd series? I can't do that. I can't use that on its
all the
own.
difficult bit, all the talking. Right, you're a chat show host. You get £20 million an episode. Just, right. We all know you're worth it. Okay, go again. Go again like none of this is happening.
Will there be? Will there be a 3rd series? Why do you do this to me? Why do you come on and do this to me? Why do you just make my life easy?
It's a bloody interesting question anyway.
It is an interesting question.
You'd think a host with Conan O'Brien's caliber would know how to treat Ricky right. But turns out, even Conan can mess up, especially when he tried to compare The Office US to the British Office. But don't you ever, ever let Ricky hear that.
Let me ask you something. When the British Office, and I say that because there's an NBC version now. But
the British Office is just called The Office.
The Office, yes.
Yeah.
The Office, when it began, when you created this show and started doing it, and then it was brought to this country, there was obviously a fear that it wouldn't translate. Executives here in America were worried is a show that's not only this subtle in parts, but also it's so British, and it's so about life in Britain. They were worried that it wouldn't translate, weren't they?
Well, it went out on BBC America, which is, you know, a small channel, but when the DVD came out, they made us print a glossary of terms, you know, just like cultural references, like
To explain things.
Exactly, but I was looking down the thing, and they were like some of our stars you wouldn't have heard of, what they do, what TV shows they do, and one of the references they thought Americans wouldn't understand was Shakespeare.
What?
That was a little bit patronising. I don't know how they explained it. The greatest bard that's ever lived. Bard. See bard. Poet. Poet. What's poetry? I mean, where do you stop?
Right.
So
they really thought that Americans would hear Shakespeare and go like, I don't like this. They're talking about British people I haven't heard of.
Exactly.
You know?
If an American hasn't heard of Shakespeare, they won't like The Office.
Right, right.
There's other barriers in the way. So, yeah, I don't quite know why they did.
It's no secret that Ricky never leaves a chance to rub it in the Americans' faces, reminding them who's the actual creator of The Office.
Our next presenters are 2 of the funniest people in America. She stole the show on Saturday Night Live, then went on to create, write and star in her own show, 30 Rock. He was a jobbing actor, career not going that well if I'm being totally honest, who got his big break when I cast him in a remake of a show that I created called The Office. He's now leaving that show and killing a cash cow for both of us. Please welcome the wonderful Tina Fey and the ungrateful Steve Carell.
I love it! Never gets old.
In fact, he has taught the same lesson to the hosts over at Good Morning America.
Of course, you play, in the UK version of The Office, play the boss. What is the weirdest excuse that you've ever heard?
You say the UK version.
Yes.
I call it the original.
Yes, well done. You're well done. Well done. It's true. Wow, that's spank me.
Just that most people think Steve Carell came up with it.
That's true, but you all were the original.
Yeah, and Steve Carell did an amazing job, and I think the American version is fantastic. Yeah, no, there's 7 remakes around the world, but the American was the biggest.
But you got it started.
Yeah, a long time ago, and now I've brought him back, David Brent, which is the English Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you have the movie.
Well, I was here to talk about that, but I've just discovered there's a dog need adopting, so I want to use my segment to get him adopted.
Sure.
Bear, bring on Bear.
That's the politest FU I have ever seen. And dedicated his segment to a dog's adoption? Look, we all know Ricky Gervais is a savage beast, but I think in this one, he's killing it with kindness. Don't you think? Not that his kindness has ever been reciprocated appropriately by Showbiz. His visit to the set of The View was destined to crash from the get-go. I mean, just look at how the ladies treated him.
No, they said keep it quick, just go and sit down.
Okay, so we can touch it?
Yeah, of course.
Because you gave hugs the last time you were here.
I feel like a strippogram.
Who's got $1?
And to nobody's surprise, the longer this interview went, the more disastrous it became.
They said that you were mean and rude, and you were surprised at that. You were surprised. Let me just read one of the things they thought was...
I'm being rude. I'm surprised they attacked me for it, though.
Yeah, exactly. Let me read one thing they thought was mean, and we'll decide whether it was mean or not, okay? Referring to Sex and the City 2, you said, I was sure the Golden Globe would go to the team that airbrushed that poster.
Yeah.
A little sexist.
No, it's not. Why is it sexist?
Well, because you're saying that the girls are older and they need to be airbrushed.
No, I think they look great at their age. Why hide it?
Oh.
I don't think that you lose your sensuality or beauty because you hit 53. I'm saying, why are they hiding it?
Oh, I see.
Do you think that when you have to explain the joke that maybe it wasn't told, that because people didn't get it, or you think there must be...
I'm defending my motives, not the joke. I stand by the joke. Yeah. I don't think I have anything to apologise for, but that's not the joke. I think if you're going to criticise, you've got to understand the joke before you can.
But you know there's a UK version of The View too? Oh yes. These ladies call themselves loose women, and they tried to fat shame Ricky.
Sorry, it was a bit indelicate, and I hope I'm not going to get myself in trouble here, but, I mean, in recent times, Ricky has got incredibly svelte. Well, David, obviously, not so. Did you have to sort of bulk up a bit for the movie?
Not on purpose. It was easy. It just happened with catering. I got after that picture you showed there, I discovered pizza. And then it just got to, by the time I was going, this is getting ridiculous, I've got to do something. And I just started to, running and working out. So, yeah, I'm not svelte. I do want to show that picture to Joe Jonas when he comes out. and go, this is what happened, mate. You're laughing now. Oh, yeah, but look. It's like, yeah. But nowadays, everyone's a narcissist. You don't need a midlife crisis to be a narcissist. Yeah. Even things like Celebrity Big Brother have sort of changed now. That today's it's like a zoo. It really is. What I love about him,
That's the tampon in him.
Exactly.
Tampon seller. The tampon salesman in here.
It's not Dancing Girls.
None of this is my fault. It's great for none of it to be my fault.
But that's just Ricky for you. You will never find him shying away from roasting hosts that are so kind to invite him.
Ricky Gervais is deadly serious.
What a clever title. You came up with that.
Did you come up with that?
It's a pun. It's not,
no kidding.
It's not rocket science, is it? It's the only show worse than this one. That's what I say. It's unprofessional. The mics work, at least. But it's an absolute shambles. It's three idiots in a room talking nonsense about stuff.
I bet it's the biggest hit. We're three idiots now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's that you've inspired me. I looked at you and I thought, hold on, they're rich, they're successful, they've got great ratings, they're idiots. I can do anything. There is nothing to beat anymore. And I did. And I was right, give me a radio show. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Now here's the thing. Ricky is a known atheist. So if a man with his razor-sharp wit and uncontrollable tongue, you think twice about challenging him on a debate about God. While Stephen Colbert still wanted to dangle his arm inside a lion's den.
You ever have a feeling of great gratitude for existence?
Of course.
Do you ever have
I know the chances are billions to one that I am on this planet as me and never will be again.
And I know I can't convince you that there is a God, nor do I really want to convince you there's a God, but I can only explain my experience, which is that I have a strong desire to direct that gratitude towards something or someone.
Of course.
And that thing is God.
We're mortal. We want to make sense of nature and science, and it's too unfathomable that everything in the universe was once crunched into something smaller than an atom.
But you don't know that.
Well,
you're just believing Stephen Hawking, and that's a matter of faith in his abilities.
Yes.
You don't know it yourself. You're accepting that because someone told you.
Yeah, well, but science is constantly proved all the time. You see, if we take something like any fiction, in any holy book, in any other fiction, and destroyed it, okay, in 1,000 years' time, that wouldn't come back just as it was. Yes. Whereas if we took every science book, right, and every fact, and destroyed them all, in 1,000 years, they'd all be back, because all the same tests would be the same result.
That's good.
But it didn't take long for Ricky to shut Stephen right up. well, as politely as a British man can.
Don't need faith to know that probably if I jump out of a window, every other time someone jumps out, they smash to the ground because of this thing called gravity.
And
I don't.
then
Yeah.
Satan would be raping you.
This is why I'm a good boy.
Ricky, please come back and
I will.
debate something even more important.
At least Colbert kept his composure. Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield completely lost theirs. Ricky derailed his entire interview on ITV's This Morning so badly that the host literally threw their scripts away.
You happy with your body language?
No, I was saying it was very. I was turning away. I was like that, and it looked very bad. So I realised. I suddenly thought, no, I should pretend to want to be here. No, I do. I love this show. We're going to do an interview. Sorry, were you going to say something?
Do you want your intro?
I don't really, because I've just seen a dog.
Oh, should we get Luna in?
Yeah.
Call her in.
You love Luna.
I've got a DVD out. Go and buy it. Here's the dog. Right, we cover other people's dogs. We just go over the heath and just play
You
with.
want to give her a treat?
What's that?
What is that?
I don't know. I was just giving it. Got what? I have no idea.
That's from definitely one of your other features.
Of course, Ricky shenanigans come to full force on the Graham Norton show because the boy is finally back home and entirely unrestricted.
And that is quite annoying.
Not for me. I like it. I like being annoying. Well, what they mean is, I don't know what they mean. They probably just mean I'm annoying. I don't know.
No. What we mean is, you're annoying. I mean,
Like that. See that laugh there? That's like happens like every 4 seconds.
Gotta say, Ricky is one of the most entertaining guests to ever sit on this iconic red couch.
Mr. Norton, I'm so excited about your Christmas show. But sir, there'll be.
Brilliant. That's all you got, bar.
Yeah, but you can't. If you not drive at all.
I know.
No, but do you know how?
Well, I've seen people do it. I don't.
But you don't have a license.
What?
You don't have a license.
No.
Okay.
You can't drink and drive, so what's the point?
That's kind of. That's sort of why I learnt to stop myself drinking.
Being an Englishman, Graham already knows how to handle the chaos, but Ellen DeGeneres clearly didn't. She tried to judge Ricky for his edgy tweets, and instead of feeling any iota of awkwardness, because obviously he's Ricky the OG Gervais, he turned the table on Ellen. It's hilarious who ended up laughing hysterically and who was reduced to an awkward mess.
Take a look at some of the animals that you posted in the captions here. Oops. Sorry, madam, made my mistake. And then here's one, you don't talk much, but you sure are pretty. The hedgehog thinks the brush is, that's funny. And here's one, I had a bad dream, can I sleep in here tonight? Hilarious. You post those and then you post some hilarious, hideous pictures of yourself that you try to look as ugly as you possibly can.
Is it odd that I'm really proud of that?
I know. There's another one too that I saw that was equally like that. They're in the bathtub.
that looks like I'm giving birth to myself.
Yeah. It does. Oh, and he's so happy. He's so happy. See, if for no other reason. See, now you've gained some followers today.
Yeah. At Ricky Gervais, it's gold like that.
All right.
All the time.
All the time. Those and hilarious little pictures of animals.
And if Ellen started malfunctioning, Jimmy Fallon clearly had no hope. Everyone knows Jimmy Boy is kinda awkward. And Ricky made sure to milk that fact to cheese, butter, and cream, making the host incredibly uncomfortable with his joke materials.
You saying I should have just left it?
Well, that's about me. Yeah, I talk about arguments about Twitter. Right? The worst people. Twitter is amazing.
Why do you get in arguments on Twitter?
Well, because it's fun. It's like research for me. I love it. You know, I actually go looking for trolls because I don't really get them. And the good thing about Twitter is it's like looking at every toilet wall in the world at once. So you can really find proper crazes. Right?
Yeah.
And I wind them up. Everything from just it's just mad fundamentalists to just people who live in a bin. You know what I mean?
And you do it.
And I wind them up.
And you should have just left it. But
yeah, and I get into arguments with them. The one thing is I should have left it.
Some of the 24 followers. You're like getting in a major fight with
Well,
them.
I got into a fight after doing this show because I didn't think about being on the plane and they're saying, oh, we're not handing up nuts on this flight because there's a lady getting on who's so allergic.
to nuts that even someone else eating nuts in the vicinity would cause it to have a fatal reaction. And I talked about this on this show that I was furious, right? Like I was going, oh God, what, just because someone's going to die, I'm not allowed to eat nuts. And I did the whole routine. I wish I'd brought my own nuts on. And I said, as a joke, I said, and now when I fly, in case that happens again, right, I have a shower and I just rub myself all over in nuts, right? And it went out, and someone on Twitter was going, how dare you, my daughter's got a nut allergy, and she was atting you and me and causing trouble. She was going, oh, it's disgusting, you know, and someone else got involved, Ohio Mums Against Nuts, and one of them even filmed their little girl and put it on YouTube and sent me the link, and it was just like, you know, it was like a sweet little girl, about 7, she went, dear Mr. Gervais, I have a fatal nut delete, you know, not...
Ricky, I want to show a clip from Humanity. This is Ricky Gervais.
As awkward as Jimmy was, it pales in comparison to what happened with Craig Ferguson. Ricky literally held Craig by the balls. Lads, there is no exaggeration in that statement. See it to believe it.
The Muppets, we used to have
This chair's so uncomfortable.
Really?
I don't want to be, honestly, it's great to be here and I love you, man, but this is, that's more
is
like
that any
it.
better?
Yeah, that's more like it, yeah. Right, here you go. There you go.
Do you want me to sit there? Would that be cool?
It's fine, it's fine. It's just, it was making me sit upright.
Oh, no, you don't want to. I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
I like to slouch.
Well, I'll have a slouch.
Yeah, okay. Just, what's going on here? What's going on here?
That's my...
Why are you facing that towards me?
I'm facing it towards you because you subconsciously asked me to face it. Yeah.
You're sure you're the king. You're
all right.
You're welcome to the show. and who's in charge?
All right, let's start again. All right, let's start again.
Right, let's start again.
Hi, Ricky. How are you, dear?
I'm not too bad, actually.
Oh, hey.
And yeah, that actually happened on network television. Honestly, you gotta love how late-night TV spends millions trying to keep everything perfectly polished and safe, only for Ricky to walk out with a beer and completely break the entire format just by being a normal guy. But it makes you think, which host do you reckon actually handled him the best? Drop a comment below. I genuinely want to see what you guys think.